Always feels good when your technical analysis turns out to be correct. I have to admit, I was doing a little sweating up here, little sweating, little wanting to capitulate. I had to sit on my hands, dump down. This small channel, if you watch my last video, this small channel I actually deleted out of the big channel, but now I put it back in there because this dump from the top has come down and bounced here, as you can see, off the dotted line in the little channel. The little channel is the bottom half of the big channel. Give you a little optical look. There's what that's doing right there. Bounced off there and came immediately back up and bounced off the top of the middle of the big channel, which was a good resistance through here. It's not perfect to the T, but you can see many failures at resistance there, and it has just done it again here. Once again, fails in the middle of that channel. People want to know what's going to happen now. So what's going to happen now? Probably the name of the channel is Bitcoin Street. If you enjoy my analysis, please do subscribe and like. For those of you who watch my videos, you know what this blue vertical line is here on February 24th, the close of the Bitcoin futures, the expiration of Bitcoin futures. That's what a lot of this green pump was. So I don't expect Bitcoin to come down too hard for the next week or so, although it could. I would expect it to be in this parallel channel. I'm a big fan of these parallel channels. If you haven't noticed, Bitcoin just prints them and prints them and prints them and just keeps printing them. And there's actually a little one in here that I have circled that it's in right now. We're going to go down to the 5-minute chart here in a second, and I'm going to show you what's probably going to be happening pretty soon. For those of you new, these vertical lines have a big, it's kind of like the ocean tide, or like waves coming in. Bitcoin pumped up to the last one here on January 27th, and a few days later, it started the big dump. We've pumped up again. It looks like it's pumping up towards that date, unless there's a big hard crash. You know, if this ends up dumping all the way back down to here, then it'll be the flip-flop of what I'm about to say. But if it just hangs out, which I think it's going to do in this channel, you know, and maybe comes up here, you know, whatever it does in this channel, in this ballpark here, it's going to be probably dumping. And this is lining up not only with the expiration February 24th, where the dump will likely start. It could be a day or two before. You know, it could be February 22nd to say March 3rd in that ballpark, where it really gains steam and dumps. Also, that will coordinate, whatever word I want to use there, confluenced. It will confluence it. It will also, what's the word I'm looking for? Coordinate, confluence, coincide with the breakout of the channel. This channel, I've been graph charting here for a long time. It was big action back here. This was actually kind of a big cup and handle. I was on Chainlink back in those days, so, but let's not get off the subject. Okay, so also will be the breakout from the channel. So let's just say it happens here February 28th. The measured move of this channel is almost $2,000. So say if it broke out at 23,400 on the 28th or March 1st, that would be about 21,200 or so down here in this ballpark, which actually would line up kind of with the bottom of this here. That might be a likely bounce. I do expect this through March. I do expect this to happen. I think March is going to be probably a sustained dumpy dump. This is a market psychology chart, Wall Street, hundreds of years old. I looked, I think 1700s or 1800s is where the candlestick charts came in. 1700s, I believe, on the rice market is where they started charting this in Japan. This is a pattern. It's just the pattern for a cycle to play out. I think we're about here. Let me zoom in. We're probably right about here. We just came down here and this was that big pump and we're kind of here. Let's go to a recent crypto chart the same thing. I've been showing this a lot. I think we're just kind of here, right? And had this big pump, kind of a fakey fake. Everyone stick their money in. Haha, no. Somebody else took it. Bye-bye. This is probably March here. This is probably a $2,000 dump, and then probably a sustained dump down to at least 15,000, maybe 12,000, maybe even a little lower if we can get some good FUD stories. And I don't make my videos about what I want to happen. I'm not here to trick you into watching my videos. I'm always going to tell you what I think is going to happen, and whether it's what you want to hear or not, that doesn't matter to me, right? If I think March is a dumpy dump month, I'm going to tell you March is probably going to be a monthly month dump. It's all lining up with this parallel channel. That's lining up with February 24th expiration close. So what I'm going to be watching now over the next week from now until the 24th is whether or not this Bitcoin dumps hard. If Bitcoin were to dump hard at the end of February to this expiration closure date, then it's probably going to be pumping to start March, right? Because that's what the pattern is. If it dumps down to these dates, last Friday every March, if it dumps down to them, there'll be a pump. If it pumps up like it's already pumped up to, and it can just go sideways. It can even come down a little bit from here. It's already qualified for the pump, right? And this, the pump turns into a dump. The dump turns into a pump. Last Friday every month, I charted it for 13, 14 months a while back. I didn't chart it there for a while when we were down towards the lows, but that pattern probably isn't as visible. But I know what's going on here. It's manipulation caused by, whales could be battling each other too. It's not like they're all teaming up. So it's good to think about the composite, man. It's just you're playing one single opponent. And, if whales battle each other, there could be a dump to the closure of the expiration of the futures. So just keep an eye on it. I think it's probably going to be contained in my channel here, the big channel. The 5-minute chart here. Let's go down to the 5-minute chart. Reset this. 5-minute chart. Oh, look, I got another parallel channel on the 5-minute chart. Imagine that. Oh, shoot. I didn't get dang it. I didn't get this video out in time. I was going to say, on the 5-minute chart, Bitcoin we just came down. This is the dump on the 5-minute chart from the big dump we just had from 25,300. And it bottomed out here, 23,400, leveled out 23,550 or so. And now it's formed immediately. It's formed a parallel channel. I really like these parallel channels. I wanted to make this video when I saw this form. I had to wrestle my cats and get everything together to get this video going. And it's already broke out. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to say this is probably what's gonna happen, and then you can watch it happen. It looks like it's happening now. The measuring move for this is, let's see, it's 24,000 or so. It's not about 150. So from this. It's probably going to be Bitcoin's probably coming down to about 23,700 in the near term. Let's get this orange line out of there. It's kind of annoying. Now, if I can get this video out fast enough, which I'm not probably going to because I have to edit it and stuff, and this is probably coming up here. It could come back up for the retest, and I might have time to get this out to you. And then probably 23,700 area is probably where this bottoms. And then there's probably going to be some kind of a bounce coming. And I expect, like I say, I don't expect. Well, I don't. It's been real choppy, so I don't know. It's hard telling what's going to happen for the next couple of days after it gets real choppy like that. So let's go to the 1-hour chart, see what we're dealing with, and let's go back to the daily. There it is, folks. I guess that's going to wrap it up for this video. I don't got a whole lot more to say. February 24th is the date you want to be looking at. February 22nd would be here to say March 3rd, March 4th would be this in that box there. I would expect Bitcoin, if Bitcoin just goes sideways from here, maybe it goes back up towards the top of the channel. Who knows for sure? But in this ballpark, that box I just drew, that's likely where the dump comes out. Whether it starts here or over here somewhere. That's kind of what we're looking at. And like I said earlier, 21,500. And then, you know, maybe a little bouncy bounce. And then March is probably going to be a big red, stinky month. So bad news for the bulls. Bad news for the bulls. But it's actually good news for the bulls. The sooner we can just get this over with, the sooner we get this over with and get down here, we can all do a bunch of buying right down here. That's basically what we should all be cheering for. Just bring it down, get it over with, so we can start here to the right and come back over here to hope, optimism, belief, euphoria. We're going to get rich. Whales take your money. Just be aware of that last part I just said. Just don't allow that to happen again. If you let that happen before, if you just long the top up here and you're watching my videos, just please stop longing. I got an alarm going off on me. I don't even need technical analysis anymore. My alarm goes off when it's topping, and hopefully I'll tell you those. People don't really like those videos. I lose subscribers, but I'm not gonna not tell you. I'm not gonna make a video up here saying, you know, Bitcoin could go to 30,000 or 50,000 when my heart tells me it's dumping. Right? I'm gonna tell you what I think is gonna happen all the time, and occasionally I will be wrong. Like right now, I'm stuck in a short position from about 22,000. I didn't get a chance to get out of it, and I don't want to take a loss. So it's been a while since I got stuck in one, so I'm just waiting it out. But that's just me. So, anyways, if I had dry powder, I would have just unloaded up here at the top of this parallel channel, and in a short position it is. But okay, that's enough talking. Hope you enjoy it. As always, thanks for watching.